Alright guys, welcome back. Thanks to all my new subscribers. Thanks for following. Today we are working on the Eco Diesel. We gotta do a fuel filter and we gotta change the oil because I almost want to get everything up to date with the specs. And it being sluggish, everybody's telling me my fuel filter is probably, or my water and fuel exchanger is probably full and it needs to change anyway. So getting right down to it, the filter itself is literally right behind this wheel in the back, so we gotta jack up a little bit to get under there because it's hot. I'm not laying on the asphalt, and then we'll do that. We'll show you guys how to take the canister cap off, replace the filter, drain it, and how to reprime it and all that kind of stuff. It's really easy to reprime. So it has a tank pump as well as a secondary high pressure pump on the motor. Other than that, I'm gonna get some fans on here because it is warm in here. It's over 100 degrees out today, so be mindful of that. Alright, so we're under here. What you're looking for right back here. It's like that right there. Be mindful if you just drove this, your exhaust will be a little warm, mine's not. So what we gotta do is loosen this yellow screw. Phillips to let it drain out. Find something to catch your leftover fuel in. Right there. Once that's drained out, we'll unscrew it and remove the filter. So as simple as this, we're going to take the Phillips head. Should have got the shorter one. Basically, unscrew this. Ew. That's not good. Let it kind of drain out. Relieve the pressure from the tank or the thing about whatever you call this thing. Drain it out so it doesn't leak everywhere. But that's not. I was told this wasn't a good sign if it wasn't like draining a lot. Okay. If it's not, I was told it's not draining a lot, then it's full or it needs a vent. Alright, so as of right now, I got a little stream coming out. You can see it draining right there. That's all we need right now. We'll just wait. I will get back to you guys as soon as this is done draining so I don't get diesel all over the place. Alright, so now there's a tool that we're supposed to have that grips onto these little nipples on this thing and unscrews it. Well, we don't have that tool, and it's actually more for that tool. That's that female socket that goes on that thing. So I'm either going to use a pair of channel locks or a piece of rubber, like a hand rubber thing, and loosen it because this is my personal truck. It's not somebody else's. I'm not going to spend the money for that tool for a one-time use and just use my drawer. Plus the tool's like socket's about 50 bucks. So now I gotta do this once on this filter every 20,000 miles. So 20,000 miles, it's not worth 50 bucks for it. So we're gonna get a pair of channel locks in here or some rubber bond lock, whatever the hell this strap thing is, and break this loose and unscrew it. Alright guys, I used a, what do you call it, grip wrench. Just put it around this right here like this. I can't do it now, but you just turn this by hand just like that. Really tight. So we're gonna unscrew this. Let's see how bad this filter looks. There'll be some residual fuel. Oh. It's all down my arm. So it doesn't look too bad. It looks like it might have been replaced at one point in time. But it's pretty dirty though. So I'll replace it. One thing we gotta remember, this is the cap. We gotta take this old seal off, dump it out, because in the container there is a new, well, filter itself that's new. Make sure we can put that there the right way. But there's also no ring. I'm trying to do this one-handed. It sucks. So, new ring that's going to go around the outside of that. So we're going to get that in real quick, and then we're going to get the filter in. Alrighty. Don't got a lot of room here, but this filter goes in the opposite way. These guys go down on it through these little suction holes here. They get in there, then it snaps back into place. Just like that. New seal is on. And find the hole right there. Probably upside down now. Slide it in. There we go. Screw this guy back in. Okay, now we gotta get the tool. We'll tighten that back up. Close this hole, and then I will show you guys what to do on repriming. This is really easy. Alright, well here's the oil filter. I mean, it looks pretty clean, but you know, being my first diesel and all, I just want to make sure everything is all the way up to par. So it's not bad for a filter to get changed out at 30. And if I don't know if that's been changed out, the truck has 76,000 miles on it, so for my peace of mind, yeah, I should change it out. And the oil as well. I know it's probably been changed, but we're gonna do it anyway because it's like 10% oil life left. We're just gonna change it, make sure everything's up to date. Do a few things here and there, just get everything up to manufacturer's specs on when changing everything. But I gotta go wipe my hands down with this diesel. It's disgusting. Alright, everything's done. What we gotta do now is to prime it. Real easy. Go in here on your start button without hitting the brake. Is your accessories on? Hit the run button. You hear the fuel pump? Okay. Let that run one time. Once it pressurizes and shuts down, do it a second time. Hit the start button. That's what I was told. I did the research on it. On the fuel filter. Reprime it. Alright, so after you cycle it those 2 times, put your foot on the brake. Hit the start button. Yeah, it might take a second for it to get back up and run, but guess what? It starts. And she is running. Yes, she is. So, okay. Now we're done with that. We are going to go work on the oil now before this motor gets too freaking hot. Hate this auto park BS crap on this thing. We're gonna put this front spot here about right where we need to be at. Okay, we are under here. This is a 13 mil bolt for oil pan is. Let's get enough over here to catch all this oil, and we'll get to loosening. We find this out. Alright, we got that loosened. Make sure this is under here to catch the oil. This kind of screws. I hate doing oil everywhere, especially when it's warm too. Ew. That is black as black. That's gross. Alright, after that's done, make sure you put that back in with your pressure washer, all that fun jazz stuff. Pull everything out. Let's go up top end. We will pull the fuel filter, or oil filter, Jesus, off the top and place that. Alright, so the oil filter is right here underneath the freaking master cylinder. We're trying to figure out what size. This is what 19. Hey, wait, that's a 19. Yeah, 19 my butt. Inch and 1/16. this socket size. Oh boy. Anyway, your inch 1/16 socket. Spin this top off. Do. Well, I didn't record this, but pull this out, pull the oil filter out, make sure it goes down. Locks in the same way the fuel filter does. Same thing over. Make sure this goes back on around the edge. I'll screw it back in and fill it full of oil. So with this thing, this requires 5W40 oil in a diesel truck, so this is it. And this requires 10.9 quarts. So I have 2 of your 1 gallon containers here. We're gonna fill. And then I have a little quart one here behind us. We're just gonna fill that up with a 9 quart, 1 quart, whatever it is. Filling up, put a funnel in it so we don't make a mess. And just fill away because it's gonna take a minute. Alright, after that's all done, let's go ahead and start this thing. See where our oil level's at and our actually I should check our oil level first, huh? Let's see. Yeah, let's check our oil level first before we start this thing. Alright, here goes run. And the oil pressure. Let's see what we got. 21 psi. We are good on oil pressure. Should run about 30 at idle. 25 and 30. I'll wait for it to idle down. There she is right there. I don't know if you can see that. 30. Alright, well we are done. It's running. Look at that. It gets warm real fast. That's the AC condenser in the training. It gets warm real fast. But other than that, guys, that's how it is. I'll run for a minute, check the oil dipstick after it settles, and everything is. Other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment below, like and subscribe. Send us some information. We're still on our way there with everything. Catch you guys later. Bye bye.